What up, Buttercups? How are you today? Me? I'm doing okay. Yesterday I didn't feel so good. I was a little under the weather. Today, feel a little bit better. So I just wanted to come on here today and make myself feel a little pretty because I feel still a little under the weather, and I'm just in need of pampering today. So, and I don't know about you guys, but I want to know, like, truthfully, it's a question I really want answered. When did people become so asshole-ish? Is it just me? Or do people just not give a rat's patootie about what they say to people and how they make people feel? I don't know. That's kind of something that I'm going to talk about today. So if that is something that interests you, stick around. We're going to talk about it. Welcome to Sophisticated Country, where we talk about makeup for mature skin and all of those wonderful things that happen to us as we age. My name's Clara. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you guys are here hanging out. So, I have had the privilege of having a few individuals think that they were okay to talk shit. Now, mind you, this is going to probably be PG-13, so I may curse a little bit, so I'm going to apologize in advance for that. I don't normally curse on my channel. I do curse in the real world. I try and keep it as clean as possible on my channel because I don't want to offend anyone, truly. But today, if you're going to be offended by some curse words, this might not be the video for you today. But anyway, so I was scrolling through my TikTok and I saw these beautiful older women, and they were literally crying on their channel because of these hurtful, hateful things that people were saying. And my question is truly, when did it become okay to be such an asshole to people? I'm genuinely wanting to know when people thought it was okay to just be a complete asshole to perfect strangers. I personally have had the pleasure or the privilege of meeting a couple of these people. Mind you, most of the people that I interact with on the internet have been absolutely wonderful individuals and have nothing but nice, really great things to say to me, and we've had some really great conversations. I have had occasionally a person that thought that they needed to come on and tell me what a hag I looked like, or that I was the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, just a couple really, Now, mind you, I am of the era where it was FAFO, right? So if you really wanted to fuck around and find out, all you had to do was say something to somebody's face, and you were gonna find out. Nowadays, people don't do that. Nowadays, people like to stay on their keyboard and talk a whole lot of crap to people, and think that it's funny or cool, or I don't even know what they think. I really don't, because I would never ever do that to somebody. So before I get too involved, let's show you what I'm using today. I am going to use my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 130. And we are going to apply our makeup with a brush. And this is my flat kabuki from Sigma. It is an F80. And I have already put my product in my hand. These days I am taking my kabuki brush and I am just pouncing, not a lot of product, but I'm pouncing the product into my brush. And that's how I have been applying it lately, and I have absolutely loved the finish of my makeup. So let's get started on that. But perfectly honest, yeah, I'm a fighter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a fighter with words. If I feel strongly about what it is that I'm saying, or I feel strongly about what is at hand, yes, I say something. I try to be as polite as possible, truly, but I will voice my opinion, and I will try and prove my point to someone if I feel that I need to, but I won't be disrespectful with it, unless unless that individual is disrespectful to me. And I try as hard as I possibly can not to be disrespectful, but if that individual continues on and on, yeah, I'll fight. Not physically, mind you, but you know, I've been known to fight. So I just don't understand why people think that it's okay to say these horrible things to people. I know hurt people, but it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it okay. And it doesn't make it to where we should have to endure other people's bullshit just because they're pissy about their life. Now, mind you, I know that being on the internet, you are open to lots of different personality types, and you are open to a lot of people who think that because you're on the internet, they should be able to tell you whatever they want to tell you and say whatever they want to say. In my opinion, just be a good human, right? Just be a good human being. And if you wouldn't say it to somebody's face, you probably shouldn't say it on the internet either. Because one of these days you are going to come across an individual that they're not going to be so kind, and they're not going to let it go. And you're going to find yourself in a really shitty position. And probably more times that should happen to individuals that have the audacity to speak the way that they do sometimes to other people. They should come across an individual that is of the fuck around and find out era. Because they need to be taught a lesson. Just saying. Okay, now that that's done, I have my foundation on. And if you guys have been hanging out for a bit, the last couple of videos, I haven't been applying any concealer, and I haven't been using a color corrector either. I have tried really hard just to use my foundation, and it's been working very, very well for me. And the next step is I have found a powder, which I've had all along. Don't ask me why I didn't use this before. But this is e.l.f. HD powder. It's like a translucent powder. And as you know, I have been on the search for a powder that doesn't settle into my fine lines. And I haven't been able to find one yet until now. I just put a little bit in the cap, and I'm just going to use my little e.l.f. Applicator. And I am just going in to the corners of my eyes and setting that with the powder, and setting, of course, my lid with the powder. So can you see the difference there? And I'm just tapping it in to the powder, and then I am taking it on the back of my hand and getting rid of some of that excess powder. So there's not much, it's just minimal product, and just patting it on. Taking it around my lip area. And on my forehead. So I'm just going to go in with my usual suspects, my Wet n Wild contour stick. We're going to go right under that cheekbone. And we're going to go right down here where my little jowly friends are at. We're going to try and disguise them right underneath. And you can come on top of your forehead if you'd like. And we're going to take this is just a blender brush from El Maquillage, and we're just going to blend it up. And remember, friends, we want to make sure that we blend really, really well. Anyway, guys, to continue on, I just want to know where these, where did it turn to be okay to do that to people? The other thing that I have to say about that is that my feelings don't get hurt easily. And I know that some people do. Some people take to heart what other people say. I don't care. So you can talk shit to me and it's okay. I really don't care. What you say to me has absolutely no bearing on the feeling that I have for myself. So I just thought to myself, I felt so bad for these people that I saw, because they genuinely felt bad for what some stranger on the internet had said to them, and they took it to heart. And I do feel really bad for them, though I don't understand it, because like I said, I don't care what you say to me, because I have enough thought of myself that what you say doesn't matter to me. Hold on, I have my Sigma bronzer, and it's in medium, matte bronzer, and it's in medium, and I just have a big old fluffy brush, and we're gonna tap it off a bit, and we're just gonna warm up our face again. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I had my, let's see, where are we? My Wet n Wild. So we just mishmash today. I have my Wet n Wild blush that I used. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you feel about that? Do you guys have any thoughts about that? I was bullied when I was younger, and I think maybe that just taught me a lot. It taught me how to stick up for myself. And I'm certainly not going to let an adult talk to me in a way that's going to affect my well-being. Because like I said, I'll fight. I have no problem fighting. Just ask my husband or my kids, or anyone for that matter, because I really do like to argue. One of the things that I really want to get across today is that don't let anyone have that kind of control over you. Don't give anyone that kind of power. They hold no power over you whatsoever except for what you give them. We are amazing, beautiful human beings, and no one should make us feel like we're not. And we should be so confident in ourselves that no matter what someone says, we need to believe that we are amazing and that we are worth every bit of the goodness that we want in our lives. Period. So how do you guys handle people of that nature? Do you fight with them? Do you ignore them? Do you just let them go? What do you do with that kind of person? I'm genuinely curious. I haven't been on the street and had an individual think that they could say something like that to another individual and not feel the consequence or the wrath of that, if that makes sense. There hasn't been an individual that has attempted to say the things that they would say online to my face, because there would be a consequence to it. And with the internet, there isn't a consequence to it. You know, they can just say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do, and there's literally no repercussion for it. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people in society today, that there is absolutely no repercussion for your actions. And there are some individuals that need their ass beat, like real bad. So I'm just gonna go in and use my Wet n Wild Mink eyeliner. Wow. I'm getting a little riled up, and I'm going out of turn here, and I need to calm myself and regroup so that I'm doing it right. I'm gonna use my little Wet n Wild palette. I don't think this has a, oh, it does. It is my Lucky Charm, and it's the Wet n Wild Color Icon palette, one of the little ones. And we're gonna do some green today. So our first color is going to be this one right here. I'm going to do the base with this one. And we're just going to tap it on there. And you know the drill. We do it just above the crease, right on that brow bone, so that that gives us a little bit more lid space. Opens up our little hooded eyes a bit more. And I think honestly, guys, we need to talk to younger individuals about this kind of situation, because they need to know too that no one should be speaking to them in that way. And we should be making sure that they know their worth, and they know that they don't deserve someone talking to them that way. So our next color is going to be this really pretty green one right here. And I'm just going to go into the crease with that. Just going to dab a small blender brush, and we're just going to go into the crease. So am I alone in my feeling about that? Have you experienced that kind of audacity in people? I'm going to take my Mink Wet n Wild brown eyeliner, and we are just going to go right along the lash line with that. We're not going to come very far with it, just right about halfway, or right to where the iris of your eye starts. I like that. And I'm going to take an angle brush, and I'm going to go right across my lash line with that nice dark green color. Just fill that in. And I'm just going to take that same color with that same brush and just go right along that line that we just made with the brown eyeliner. Guys, I like that a lot. I think that's it for the eyes. I like that a lot, guys. Tell me what you think. I like it with the color of my eyes too. And you know my Colossal Lash in black, my favorite, all-time favorite. This video is probably like an all over kind of thing, but really I just want to know when people thought that it was okay, and when they took pride in being just complete anuses, you know? I don't understand that part. When did it become cool to be an asshole? At least in some people's minds. Oh, I love it. I really, really like this. I like these colors on my eyes. I really do. I'm digging it a lot. I guess what I really want people to know is that we are the only ones that are giving these people power over what they say to us. And we are the only ones that can stop giving them the power. We are the only ones that can dictate how we feel about these people. We can either allow these people to completely ruin us, or we can take what these people say and we can turn it into the fuel that we need to propel us in directions that we want to go. And I am stubborn enough that I refuse to give these trolls any kind of power over me. And I pray that each one of you finds the same power and takes control of your situation when someone tries to take you down. We have the power to determine what we do with the information that we receive. So we can either let it diminish us to a pile of rubble, or we can take that and we can turn it into fuel for our fire, and it can move us in directions that nobody saw coming. And I'm just going to use my 8-hour matte essence lip liner, and it is in the color Silky Hazelnut. This is one of my favorites, and I'm just going to line my lips with it. Remember, friends, don't go all the way to the corners because that's going to drag our lips down. It's going to make us our mouth look downturned, and we don't want that. We want to turn that frown upside down. What's really crazy is that it's a lot of women doing it to women. Like, what is that about? Not that it makes it any better that it's a man doing it to someone, because it doesn't. But what the hell? I mean, why would you do that to another person? Why would you do it to another person? I think that's the look, guys. I love it. Tell me what you think about it. But be nice. Be nice. We don't allow assholes on this channel. Just saying. Now that doesn't mean you can't have an opinion, because you certainly can. But voice it in a way that you're not being a total douchebag, right? So I guess that's the difference. You know, you can have an opinion, and it can be different from other people, that's of course, we all have our opinion, right? But you don't have to be a douchebag when you bring it across. You don't have to be a douchebag, period. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think that we're living in a time now where people just, like, are there more assholes? Or is it just me? Like, you know, am I the only one that feels this way? Or... So, if you guys are curious about what I used today, I will link it all in the description box below. But I used e.l.f. The Nude Mood palette I used for my eyebrows. I used the Wet n Wild palette, and this is Lucky Charm in the color Icon palette. I used my Wet n Wild contour stick in medium to light. This is the game changer for me, guys. This is the powder that I am using all the time, because I do believe that I have found the one that will not accentuate my lines. Don't get me wrong, I know I have lines, but this one doesn't make them stand out like a neon sign in Vegas. This is the one that I've been going with, and this is the one that I truly, it is my favorite. It is the e.l.f. HD powder. It is finely milled enough that it does not like accentuate and it doesn't settle. So yeah, check that one out, dude. And I use my Sigma, my matte bronzer in medium. The foundation I used today was my Dewy and Smooth Fit Me in 130. And we used the Wet n Wild blush. And it is in, I have used this so many times, you would think that I knew this by heart. Say It Ain't Rose. Love that one too. So our lip combo was the 8-Hour Matte Essence Lip Liner. And it was in Silky Hazelnut. And our Essence Slim Stick 6-Hour lipstick in the shade Over the Nude. So that's what we used for lips today. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and listening to me spew my opinion. And until next time, guys, always remember just how blessed you are and not how stressed you are. I know how easy it is to remember the stressed part, but we really need to remember the blessed part because there's a lot more of that than the other. So until next time, guys, I hope you enjoy your day, and bye.